of your shirt.
JJ.
When you fell up to heaven, did it hurt?
Prager.
It takes someone with a big head to take their own cousin to bed. If a snake bites your neck, you are toast.
Snake guy.
Holy shit, there are so many hoes.
That's true.
And we're always looking for more. It's the NEAS Final Four.
Howdy ho fuckerinos, it's your man Mike Fuckabee back hosting another week. They brought me back for a second week because the producer said I killed it last week. I was like, what is the show, a dog and I'm my son or some shit? Honestly, though, I'm engorged to be back. We have such a killer show this week. What is the show, my son or some shit? He killed a dog. Anyways, we've got a Ben Shapiro A.I interview, some D-Craft action, and fake non-AI interviews with State Senator Steve Drawkkowski and Elmer Fudd. Okay, enough of this circle jerk intro cuck bullshit. Let's throw to the fucking segments. AI is becoming extremely dangerous. You might say that it's so dangerous that it's similar to my son, the dog killer, but in a different way. Here's a totally fake AI interview with little shit nugget Ben Shapiro that at times looks and sounds 100% real.
Hello everyone, Prank Stallone here, aka the Boatman, with your very first ever NEAS AI interview, and we're very excited to be joined by our guest today. He's joining us from his very own studio, the Daily Wire studio, which I think is, who fucking knows where it is now, but he is Ben Shapiro. Ben, thank you so much for joining us today.
Sorry, I can't see who's talking to me.
Oh, I think you gotta look up. I'm on a monitor and it's at a normal sight line. So I think you're going to have to look considerably higher than you are right now.
Oh, great. There you are. My sincerest apologies. You weren't in my original sight line.
Okay, great. Perfect. Did you want to maybe sit on something, like grab a crate or books or something like that?
Yes, of course, I would fucking like to sit on something, but at this point, it would draw too much attention. Let's continue.
Okay, fantastic. We'll just get right into it. Ben, you're known as a very stylish host. My first question relates to that. Who is your go-to designer for your suits?
Every few months, I go to a toy store and take the suits off of the little kids' toys. Next fucking question.
So you're saying you steal?
Well, that's an interesting take, to say the least. No, I do not steal anything. The doll is what you pay for. The clothes are simply the clothes of the doll. It is the body you pay for, and I leave the body. Try to keep up, muchacho.
Would you say you have a good marriage?
My marriage is top drawer, my boy. It is absolutely perfect. My wife helps me up onto the bed every night, and I give 3 pumps and then dribble some putrid jism out of my little baby carrot while she lays there uninterested.
Do you guys ever argue about anything?
The only serious fight I can remember was the time she put my favorite Velcros up on top of the fridge and I couldn't reach them, which was an issue for me because I had to go to the dick pill store to buy dick pills, extra small flavor.
Okay, and why did she...
Hold on. Where'd you go, brother?
Sorry, yeah, no, you gotta look up. I'm on a monitor, it's about 5 feet up off the ground, I think, so you're gonna have to look up.
Oh, nice. Okay, there you are. Yeah, my eyes started drifting down. My apologies.
There we go. I was just asking, why did she put your Velcros on top of the fridge that time?
She said I was being punished for getting on our dog and riding it around like a horse.
Okay, that does make sense.
The dog is a fucking Yorkie, by the way.
Oh, I see, a small breed. Oh, okay. I mean, it seems like that could be a little bit cruel. I mean, why not just ride a horse?
The notion that only a horse can be rode is so archaic and, in my view, tied into our woke society and the demasculation of the American male.
Sure. Let's move on to
I'm sorry, can we have a little juice break? I'd love to drink some apple juice.
I mean, we could, potentially, but we just have a few questions left. I mean, I would prefer to just finish up if you don't mind.
It sort of would be cool to take a tiny whittle break so I can have some of my apple juice box, though.
Okay, I mean, we can take a little break. I literally just have 3 more questions, 4 tops.
No, I'll be fine. Just go ahead and ask your question, but this will have to be the last. I will have to be going for a reason unrelated to my apple juice box.
I suppose if it's my final question, I will ask the one that everybody is always wondering. How tall are you?
Oh, wow. Okay, so there it is. Well, the answer is complicated because it depends on many factors and also on the unit you choose to use. But I guess by the standard that you and your lib friends adhere to, I guess I am 4'8".
Thank you so much for joining us for our first ever AI interview. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will speak to you soon. Would you like to have the final word?
I am 4'8".
Steve Drawkkowski is one of these politicians who is just fucking shit. Just an absolutely hollow fucking creep who recently voted against free school lunches and justified it by saying he has never met anyone who is hungry in his state. We had him on a show called Not.
Mr. President, I have yet to meet a person in Minnesota that is hungry. Yet today. I have yet to meet a person in Minnesota that says they don't have access to enough food to eat. Now, I should say that hunger is a relative term, Mr. President. You know, I had a cereal bar for breakfast. I guess I'm hungry now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the program. At this moment, we are joined, very excited to be joined by State Senator Steve Drawkkowski. Steve, thank you so much for joining us on the program today.
Thanks, Jerry. Glad to be with you.
Now, you've obviously been in the news a little bit, the national news lately, for some comments that you made about the free school lunches. A lot of the mainstream liberal media has jumped on you, pounced on you, thinking it's some sort of gotcha moment. I just want to say that I appreciate your courage in standing up to that. I know it can't be the easiest thing to deal with. I think it shows a lot of integrity to not bend at the knee and give in when you have the whole majority of people coming down on you. I want to say that I admire you a lot personally, and I appreciate what it is that you're doing for the country and for freedom and for America, and I think that you're a good man.
Thank you, Jerry.
Not! Yeah, you're a scumbag. You're a loser. You come on, man. Who would ever want to have you on a real interview? Who would ever say those things about you? Are you joking me? You literally were voting against kids having school lunches, and the reason you gave was because you said you've never seen someone hungry before. You came off sounding like an idiot.
Here we go. Get ready to fucking laugh. The man D. Craft is here on the scene. Oh, man, I love watching stand-up comedy. If you've ever seen my late-night shizzo, then you'll know I love comedy like Daryl's. Here he is calling his new favorite show the Ham Radio Show.
Let's go to the phone lines real quick. 786, you're on the phone. Who's this?
Who are you?
Hey, it's your man D-Craft calling in with some ham jokes.
There you go, buddy.
God, he's back.
Okay. All right, let him rip.
Let me hear some ham jokes.
Well, you guys were talking about hamburgers
Hi-oh.
before, and that's what sort of made me think of it, because I was like, so there's something here, because these guys on ham radio are talking about hamburgers, and I started thinking it's kind of ironic that hamburgers are actually made out of beef and not ham products, not pig products.
I always wondered about that.
I blame Wimpy.
Yeah.
All right, so give me one of the jokes.
Well, that was one of the jokes. What do you mean?
Okay.
But that was one of the jokes.
Okay, I mean, I have more.
Let's end the show well. Give me some comedy material. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So it's safe to say I'm the headliner then.
Yes, you are the final act on the show tonight.
No, I want to clarify headliner, because a lot of the times I'll be at like an open mic and I'll go up last and I'll say like, oh, I'm headlining the show, and they'll say, no, you're the final act of the show, and I'm like, well, no, I'm headlining, I'm last, so that's the headliner.
Well, let's see if you're the headliner or just the guy that gives heads.
Something.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a gay joke?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think it's a gay joke. You can be a straight guy and suck a dick.
You think? I don't think so.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you could be bisexual, I guess, or just experimenting. But have you ever sucked one?
I have never sucked a dick. I have never looked at a penis and said, wow, I wonder what it tastes like. Bisexual Marcus, who has sucked a mean dick, he's told us all about it.
Yes, he has.
I don't fucking judge anyone.
That's
If
cool.
you want to suck a dick, feel free to suck a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, that's very, you know what? Honestly, ham radio guy, that's very cool of you, and that's very progressive of you, and I appreciate that. That's kind of woke. It's kind of woke, to be honest. It's a little bit woke.
It's not woke because, goddamn it, I don't give a shit if you're gay, straight, bi. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What business is it of mine?
But a lot of I know, like I have a lot of Republican friends of mine who are fellow conservatives and Republicans, and when I tell them like Hey, I actually don't mind gay people. They're like, woke, you're woke.
Well, because that's the stupidity that's out there.
Well, yeah.
That's the problem.
I see it.
There are too many people that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like, let me ask you this question. All right? Do you care who the fuck I'm fucking?
Do I care who you're fucking?
Yeah,
I mean,
do you care who I'm
like,
fucking?
I kind of do, but not in a way like I would want to judge you on it. Just in a way like I kind of would be interested. You're kind of a cool
about,
guy.
Like, how it works out, like the physicalities of the sex?
You mean if you were fucking a horse or something?
I want to know what position you like and everything
I like reverse
that.
cowgirl. I like reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
All right, and I'm
Yeah,
heterosexual.
cool.
However, we have a lot of gay people that listen to the show because we stand up for the gays.
Oh, we do, yeah.
We don't give a shit what your sexual shit is. We don't care.
I appreciate that. That's very cool, man. That's very refreshing to hear. But let's get into a ham joke. Let's close it out with a
please.
beautiful ham
Time's
joke.
a wasting. I'm over here talking about the gays.
So I go to the grocery store to get myself a honey baked ham. Yeah. I think we know where this is going. Yeah. I go to the grocery store and get myself a honey baked ham. I walk into the grocery store. I go straight over to the area of the aisle there where the honey baked ham is. And I say, there's one beautiful one right in front of my face, like a cartoon. I'm looking at it, beautiful. And then just as I'm walking towards it, all of a sudden I feel a little rumble and I start doing a poop and I start doing little poops at my.
Every time he calls.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, somehow he got disconnected. I think it was when my finger touched the hang up button.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
I was waiting for the punchline.
By the way, Kyle in the Facebook Live suite, where are the jokes?
I don't know.
My thing is the only problem I have with that guy who called.
Yeah.
Right? Because I already knew when I heard his voice. He got offended the last time I told him he was stupid.
Well, he's a terrible comedian.
He's a horrible comedian.
Yeah.
And he literally doesn't, when he does any form, just be funny. Like, tell a good joke. Craft an actual joke. And I will literally put you on. I'll give you a whole segment.
Absolutely.
I'll give you 15 minutes like it's a fucking club.
We love funny people.
He always does the whole, and then I went, and then the poop. That's what he does every time he tells a joke.
That was the joke. Huh?
Every fucking time.
There might have been a punchline. You cut him off, so you know.
I cut him off way before the punchline. Thank Christ.
You might have had a great.
Because you know what, Joe? We're trying to keep the fans that we got.
That's true. Yeah.
That's why I'm fucking doing it.
It seems they all go that direction. Unfortunately.
Yeah. By the way, Debbie, being the literal one, wants to point out, Joe, the reason why they're called hamburgers because they were made in Hamburg, Germany the first time.
That makes a lot of sense, Stubby.
And then the poop. And then the poop.
Okay, seriously, this dude looks so much like Elmer Fudd. We have called him for a long, long time, always making reference to the fact that he looks a lot like Elmer Fudd. We had him on a show this week called The Looney Left, and it's wildly arousing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm your host, of course, Cal Dalton. Today, we're joined by Dave Day, a.k.a. Super Dave. He is a member of the Real Republicans and the host of the Super Dave Show on Rumble. Thank you so much for joining us today, Super Dave.
Glad to be here.
Now, are you aware there is a Super Dave, famous Super Dave Bob Einstein, who played the Super Dave character, famous television show, and very, very popular show. Did you know that show?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it sort of in honor of Super Dave?
Well, you know, it's kind of weird. Back in the 80s when he was doing it, I actually I adopted the name and I used it for other businesses, and I didn't start doing this for
Did you take it from him, though, or did he take it from you?
No, I got it from him.
You got it from him.
My name was Dave. It worked out fine. Well, his name really wasn't Dave.
He was doing an acting character, yes. Now, Donald Trump obviously was just indicted in New York. What an absolute joke that is. Once again, they're coming after Donald Trump and trying to silence him and the mainstream and the swamp, as well as the rhinos, and basically the whole lot has gotten together. The zoo has been let out, and then they're gonna take the animals out, and then they're gonna put in Donald Trump in their place in prison, is what they're saying. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
You know, it's amazing, especially after all the stuff Hillary and company have done.
Her emails.
Yeah.
I mean, her emails. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we can all agree that the loony left is trying to force their despicable views on us in this day and age with their rabbit supporters shouting down everyone who they don't agree with. They're trying to lock up people that speak out against them. To me, they're nothing but little bugs. And the weird thing is they think that we're nothing more than Fudd for their lunacy. So my question for you is, when did you first realize?
Realize what?
That you had to be very, very quiet.
Well, I've never been very quiet. That's why I do a show.
No, but very, very quiet because you're hunting wabbits.
Come back here. Well, what do you know? No more bullets.
I'm a friend of Bugs, and so he said, hey, we got to get this guy Elmer Fudd, and can you help us to get him? And so I just know Bugs from, like, we have our kids play together in Little League, and so he's like, can you want to help to get this guy? And so that's all. You're Elmer Fudd, right? From the
Elmer Fudd from what? You know, the only one that ever says that is the Looney clown that contacts me through DLive.
That's me.
That's you. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's me.
Less than 3 years ago, you know, our economy was rocking. Everything was wonderful. And
do you think that how come, but like I hear people like you talk a lot about transgender issues and stuff. You talk about the economy. That I agree with, that there's, you know, issues with the economy. But what does transgender people have to do with that?
Look, I want to tell you right up front. Transgender people, to me, are people that have mental health issues.
No, I know. Oh, I see.
I can say that honestly because I actually have someone very close to me who is doing that right now, and it's terrible. I won't go into it, but I just do. And
I know somebody who went through it, and they're very happy, and their life is a lot better now.
I don't think they're happy because the last time I heard, they have all kinds of issues. You know, in fact, you want to talk about
no, but I heard, but I talked to them, like they're my friend.
Well, that's good.
So what do you mean? You're saying that they're not happy? They're lying? So you're saying that Super Dave, this guy who looks like Elmer Fudd, knows more about whether or not my friend is happy than my actual friend?
I'm just telling you in general.
But Super Dave, do you understand how that comes across?
Here it is.
I call a lot of these people, and I deal with a lot of people on the right and conservative people. I am going to say this to you, and I hope it doesn't come across as disrespectful. You are the least intelligent person I have ever come across in all of my years doing this, and I hope you understand that.
It's really interesting. I'll match my IQ and other things against you in a heartbeat because you won't come close.
I'm giving you to the count of 5 to apologize to me publicly for calling me stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know, it's really interesting because when I talk to people, one of the things they always say is, you are one of the most intelligent people I know. So, you know, when somebody with your lack of decency says that, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm laughing about it because I think you're a phony.
Is it safe to say that you're? Is it safe to say that you're not mad? You're actually laughing.
I'm laughing. I think it's hilarious.
You're not mad. You're actually laughing.
You're not even funny. You say you're a comedian.
Why are you laughing if I'm not funny?
What's that? I'm laughing because this is all ridiculous.
Well, I must be doing something right if I'm making you laugh.
No, you're not making me laugh. I'm laughing at the situation.
But I created the situation.
Great job!
I say what I truly believe with the ultimate intelligence that you wish you had, okay?
If you're so smart, you would have figured out how to get him by now.
Okay, Wabbit. Now I got you.
I couldn't care less. I just go with the flow. It's fun. Look, I'm embarrassing you. That's all the fun I need.
Okay. Thanks a lot. We're running short on time here, so we're going to have to cut the interview off. But thanks for joining us.
All right. What a waste of time you are.
Goodbye.
There it is. That's all she wrote, my little sloppy pubis friends. Hit the Patreon if you want to see Officer Steve, a cold open, and a new member of the Fun Bunch, D. Davidson, Blue Wave Resistance comic. All right, well, I guess it's time for me to go home and douse myself in piss from jars I have filled up for me by the neighborhood cats. Smoochy Coochie.